Put a finger down, travel edition. Put a finger down if you've ever traveled to another country. Put a finger down if you've missed a flight or train. Put a finger down if you've lost your luggage while traveling. Put a finger down if you've stayed in a hostel or Airbnb. Put a finger down if you've traveled solo. Put a finger down if you've tried food from a street vendor. Put a finger down if you've visited a famous landmark. Put a finger down if you've taken a spontaneous trip. Put a finger down if you've made a friend while traveling. Put a finger down if you've traveled to more than 5 countries. Put a finger down, relationship edition. Put a finger down if you've been in a long-distance relationship. Put a finger down if you've had a crush on a friend. Put a finger down if you've ever had a breakup over text. Put a finger down if you've ever dated someone you met online. Put a finger down if you've ever been in love. Put a finger down if you've been on a blind date. Put a finger down if you've been ghosted. Put a finger down if you've ever written a love letter. Put a finger down if you've been in a relationship for over a year. Put a finger down if you've ever had a secret crush. Put a finger down, movie buff edition. Put a finger down if you've watched over 100 movies. Put a finger down if you've attended a midnight movie premiere. Put a finger down if you prefer watching movies at home over the theater. Put a finger down if you've cried during a movie. Put a finger down if you've seen a movie more than 5 times. Put a finger down if you've watched every movie in a franchise. Put a finger if you've had a movie marathon. Put a finger down if you've read a book after watching the movie adaptation. Put a finger down if you've watched a movie in a language you don't understand. Put a finger down if you've ever dressed up as a movie character. Put a finger down, foodie edition. Put a finger down if you've tried a food challenge. Put a finger down if you've eaten something you couldn't pronounce. Put a finger down if you've cooked a recipe from a video. Put a finger down if you've ordered dessert first at a restaurant. Put a finger down if you've tried food from more than 10 different countries. Put a finger down if you've eaten a meal at a Michelin-starred restaurant. Put a finger down if you've grown your own vegetables or herbs. Put a finger down if you've tried making your own pasta or bread from scratch. Put a finger down if you've skipped a meal to save room for dessert. Put a finger down if you're always the first to try a new restaurant in town. Put a finger down, introvert edition. Put a finger down if you prefer staying in over going out. Put a finger down if you've ever canceled plans because you wanted alone time. Put a finger down if you've spent an entire weekend indoors. Put a finger down if you find small talk exhausting. Put a finger down if you have a favorite quiet spot where you go to recharge. Put a finger down if you'd rather text than call someone. Put a finger down if you enjoy solo activities like reading or drawing. Activities? Put a finger down if you've ever felt overwhelmed at a crowded event. Put a finger down if you'd rather watch a movie alone than with a group. Put a finger down if you've ever avoided someone you know in public to avoid talking. Put a finger down, childhood edition. Put a finger down if you ever pretended the floor was lava. Put a finger down if you've ever had a secret hiding spot. Put a finger down if you've had a favorite stuffed animal or blanket. Put a finger down if you've ever built a fort out of blankets and pillows. Put a finger down if you've eaten a snack meant for later without asking. Put a finger down if you've ever gotten in trouble for staying up past your bedtime. Put a finger down if you've ever played a prank on a sibling or friend. Put a finger down if you've ever believed in something magical, like the tooth fairy. Put a finger down if you've worn your clothes backward or inside out by accident. Put a finger down if you've ever had a secret club with your friends. Put a finger down, pet lover edition. Put a finger down if you've ever owned a pet. Put a finger down if you've ever talked to your pet like they're a person. Put a finger down if you've ever bought a special treat or gift for your pet. Put a finger down if you've ever taken more pictures of your pet than of yourself. Put a finger down if you've let your pet sleep in your bed. Put a finger down if you've ever dressed your pet in a costume or outfit. Put a finger down if you've ever thrown a birthday party for your pet. Put a finger down if you've ever taught your pet a new trick. Put a finger down if you've ever planned your day around your pet's schedule. Put a finger down if you've ever made a social media account for your pet. Put a finger down, music lover edition. Put a finger down if you've attended a live concert. Put a finger down if you've made a playlist for every mood. Put a finger down if you've learned all the lyrics to a song just to sing along. Put a finger down if you've stayed up late to listen to a new album release. Put a finger down if you've played an instrument or been in a band. Put a finger down if you've ever gone through a phase where you only listened to one genre. Put a finger down if you've used music to help you study or focus. Put a finger down if you've ever attended a music festival. Put a finger down if you've ever cried because of a song. Put a finger down if you've ever made a mixtape or a burned CD for someone. Put a finger down, social media edition. Put a finger down if you've ever spent more than an hour scrolling through social media. Put a finger down if you've ever posted something and then deleted it because it didn't get enough likes. Put a finger down if you've ever gone on a social media detox. Put a finger down if you've ever met someone in real life after connecting online. Put a finger down if you've ever posted a story just to show off something you were doing. Put a finger down if you've ever created a social media account just to lurk. Put a finger down if you've ever done a TikTok or Instagram challenge. Put a finger down if you've ever spent too much time editing a photo before posting it. Put a finger down if you've ever followed someone just because they followed you first. Put a finger down if you've ever used social media to complain about something or someone. Put a finger down, sleep habits edition. Put a finger down if you've ever fallen asleep in class or at work. Put a finger down if you've stayed up all night binge watching a show. Put a finger down if you've ever overslept and missed something important. Put a finger down if you've ever taken a nap that lasted more than 3 hours. Put a finger down if you need complete darkness to sleep. Put a finger down if you've ever fallen asleep with the lights or TV on. Put a finger down if you've ever had a weird dream you couldn't explain. Put a finger down if you've ever slept through an alarm. Put a finger down if you've ever used a sleep app or device to track your sleep. Put a finger down if you've ever had a midnight snack because you couldn't sleep. Put a finger down, Guilty Pleasures edition. Put a finger down if you've ever watched a show you were too embarrassed to admit. Put a finger down if you've ever eaten an entire pint of ice cream in one sitting. Put a finger down if you've ever shopped online late at night and regretted it in the morning. Put a finger down if you've ever Put a finger down if you've ever read a cheesy romance novel. Put a finger down if you've ever rewatched a movie or series multiple times. Put a finger down if you've eaten dessert before dinner. Put a finger down if you've ever spent the whole day in pajamas. Put a finger down if you've ever listened to a song on repeat for hours. Put a finger down if you've ever stayed in bed all day doing nothing. Put a finger down if you've ever splurged on something you didn't need just to feel better. Put a finger down, fitness edition. Put a finger down if you've ever skipped a workout because you didn't feel like it. Put a finger down if you've ever set a fitness goal and then gave up on it. Put a finger down if you've ever taken a fitness class like yoga or spin. Put a finger down if you've ever tried a workout fad or trend. Put a finger down if you've ever completed a 5K, marathon, or other race. Put a finger down if you've ever signed up for a gym membership and never used it. Put a finger down if you've ever worked out at home using a YouTube video. Put a finger down if you've ever bought workout clothes you didn't actually work out in. Put a finger down if you've ever rewarded yourself with food after a workout. Put a finger down if you've ever set a New Year's resolution to get fit. Put a finger down, travel edition. Put a finger down if you've ever taken a road trip. Put a finger down if you've ever traveled outside your country. Put a finger down if you've ever missed a flight or had it canceled. Put a finger down if you've ever stayed in a hotel that was worse than expected. Put a finger down if you've ever traveled solo. Put a finger down if you've ever had a travel itinerary go completely wrong. Put a finger down if you've ever visited more than 3 countries. Put a finger down if you've ever tried street food in a foreign country. Put a finger down if you've ever forgotten something important at home while traveling. Put a finger down if you've ever gotten lost in a new city. Put a finger down, foodie edition. Put a finger down if you've ever eaten at a Michelin star restaurant. Put a finger down if you've tried cooking a recipe from a different culture. Put a finger down if you've ever taken a picture of your food before eating it. Put a finger down if you've ever eaten something you grew or harvested yourself. Put a finger down if you've tried a food trend like avocado toast or bubble tea. Put a finger down if you've ever been to a food festival. Put a finger down if you've ever eaten something you couldn't pronounce. Put a finger down if you've ever tried a food challenge like eating something super spicy. Put a finger down if you've ever had a midnight snack. Put a finger down if you've ever eaten dessert for breakfast. Put a finger down, movie buff edition. Put a finger down if you've ever watched an entire trilogy in one day. Put a finger down if you've ever attended a midnight movie premiere. Put a finger down if you've ever watched the same movie more than 5 times. Put a finger down if you've ever cried during a movie. Put a finger down if you've ever quoted a movie line in real life. Put a finger down if you've ever seen a foreign film with subtitles. Put a finger down if you've ever watched a movie in a theater alone. Put a finger down if you've ever dressed up as a movie character. Put a finger down if you've ever stayed up late just to finish a movie. Put a finger down if you've ever watched a movie marathon. Put a finger down, introvert edition. Put a finger down if you've ever canceled plans to stay home. Put a finger down if you've ever spent the whole weekend without leaving your house. Put a finger down if you've ever avoided a call or text because you didn't feel like talking. Put a finger down if you've ever gone to a party and stayed in the corner most of the time. Put a finger down if you've ever felt drained after socializing for too long. Put a finger down if you've ever found comfort in your own company. Put a finger down if you've ever had a solo movie or dinner date. Put a finger down if you've ever spent more time with books or movies than with people. Put a finger down if you've ever gone on a walk just to clear your mind. Put a finger down if you've ever felt more relaxed after canceling plans. Put a finger down, Nature Lover Edition. Put a finger down if you've ever gone camping in the wilderness. Put a finger down if you've ever hiked a mountain or trail. Put a finger down if you've ever planted a tree or garden. Put a finger down if you've ever seen a sunrise or sunset in a beautiful location. Put a finger down if you've ever gone bird watching or stargazing. Put a finger down if you've ever swum in a natural body of water like a lake or ocean. Put a finger down if you've ever picked wildflowers or fruits. Put a finger down if you've ever gone for a walk or hike just to clear your mind. Put a finger down if you've ever camped out under the stars. Put a finger down if you've ever experienced a thunderstorm or snowstorm in nature. Put a finger down, 90s Kids Edition. Put a finger down if you remember using a VCR or cassette tapes. Put a finger down if you had a favorite Saturday morning cartoon. Put a finger down if you ever had a Tamagotchi or similar virtual pet. Put a finger down if you used dial-up internet and had to wait for it to connect. Put a finger down if you remember when mobile phones had antennas. Put a finger down if you ever collected Pokemon cards or Pogs. Put a finger down if you ever had a Walkman or Discman. Put a finger down if you remember when Nickelodeon slime was the coolest thing. Put a finger down if you ever owned or wanted a Furby. Put a finger down if you remember playing outside until the streetlights came on. Put a finger down, Holiday Edition. Put a finger down if you've ever decorated your home for a holiday. Put a finger down if you've ever stayed up late wrapping presents. Put a finger down if you've ever worn an ugly holiday sweater. Put a finger down if you've ever hosted or attended a holiday party. Put a finger down if you've ever cooked or baked something special for a holiday. Put a finger down if you've ever participated in a holiday parade or event. Put a finger down if you've ever sent out holiday cards or letters. Put a finger down if you've ever watched holiday movies or listened to holiday music for hours. Put a finger down if you've ever gone all out with a holiday-themed outfit. Put a finger down if you've ever made a New Year's resolution. Put a finger down, Relationship Edition. Put a finger down if you've ever been on a blind date. Put a finger down if you've ever had a crush on someone you couldn't have. Put a finger down if you've ever stayed up all night talking to someone you like. Put a finger down if you've ever written a love letter or note. Put a finger down if you've ever done something silly to impress someone. Put a finger down if you've ever gone on a spontaneous date. Put a finger down if you've ever had a song that reminds you of someone special. Put a finger down if you've ever surprised someone with a romantic gesture. Put a finger down if you've ever gone on a date that didn't go as planned. Put a finger down if you've ever stayed in a relationship longer than you should have.